Many years ago, I came across a few lines in a book that I connected with. They were, "It's easy to judge, but you never know another person's heart, what gives them strength and what breaks them down." I have learned to listen more and speak less. The result has been eye-opening conversations and inspirational moments that I have shared with you right here. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Crystal Newman. We are on location at Le Chateau Brasserie Belge, and on Crystal One-on-One today, I'm excited to introduce a lady who has done so much for young women. She's absolutely amazing, Jamila Mayanja. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm so grateful for having me here.
I'm so happy to have you.
I've been looking forward to it.
CEO of Smart Girls Uganda.
Yeah.
Aha. My dear, how is the beginning of the year treating you? Let me start there.
For me, the year is so damn busy.
Other people are looking for the busy. They're looking, they're like, it's
oh my
slow,
God.
it's...
I'm buried in paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning for the year. We are like about to bring over 100 girls for one of our programs.
Okay.
So like it's like really busy.
So there's so much to do.
There's so much to prepare,
Okay.
to be ready for.
And you're of
the
course
year.
searching for funding as well. That's non-stop.
Searching for funding, doing reports, planning sustainability. It's like everything is. I think I'll get a leave after like March or something.
Okay. When did you found
Smart Girls?
Yes. When was this?
I founded Smart Girls, I would say the idea was born in 2012.
Okay.
But to officially register it was in 2015. Yeah.
Okay.
So for it to really be like a full registered working organization was in 2015.
Okay.
But I usually like have the idea. I had the idea at 2012 and kept on doing a few things to try and build up to the registration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were born here in Uganda.
Yes.
Yes. And I think I read somewhere that you're part of a very big family.
Very big.
14?
Yep. 14 kids.
Wow.
My dad had 14 kids from 3 wives and 2 additional. 3 official wives. And yeah.
Did you all grow up together?
Yeah, most of us did grow up together. Like the big chunk, like let me say, the 10 grew up together.
Okay.
Because I was raised by my amazing stepmother. I was raised by my real mom.
Okay.
So where the stepmother I grew up with raised most of us.
Okay.
But later along the way, would always go to the other wives' homes to like. Dad really tried so much to try and
to make sure that you're all together.
Get to know each other, so that you know what the Ugandans say, the Baganda, you might end up marrying your sister if you have so many. So that's what they're trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's very much your culture and of course your religion as well. Where were you born?
In Zambia, Buziga. Our home is in Buziga, Lower Congo.
You're born in Zambia?
Yeah.
Yes, but you grew up in Buziga.
Yeah, Buziga.
Okay.
Yeah.
And school?
That's why we're raising school. For primary, I went to Kitante Primary School.
Okay.
After leaving Kitante, we went to Nabisunsa Girls School for 6 years. I was there for my secondary.
Okay.
Then later
all through. All through.
Then after I joined Makerere University Business School.
Okay.
Yeah.
In school, what were you like?
In primary, I was a very, 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 very shy girl.
Very, very, very shy?
Very, very shy. I know.
Really?
No, but
after listening to you speak, and I'm like shy.
Oh, yeah, people kind of believe it, but in primary, because I've always been bigger than my peers, so I was among the young girls in primary who grew their breasts faster. I was always in a sweater, I was always hiding because I grew my hips faster. I started my periods really early in P4, so I was bullied so much around that. But then when I reached secondary school, secondary was like more of a safe space for me.
Okay.
Because being an all-girls school, and there were no boys. In my head, I thought, no, there are no boys who are going to bully me.
So the boys were bullying you a lot in primary school?
Okay. Yeah. So that's why I was so quiet. I had just that one friend, a few friends that are close to like the story. Like literally, I'd cling onto them as if protection, so that I wouldn't like get into a big crowd of like the big guys. I try and get next to the very clever kids, so that I could, connect.
Do well.
Yeah. But when I reached Nabisunsa, sorry, when I reached Nabisunsa, it was a safe space for me. I literally grew my self-esteem. I would get out to greet everyone, hello, hello. And then I become now, instead of become, the confidence became so high, I was so stubborn.
Oh!
Now the difference is real. Oh my God, I was so
How did your
stubborn.
family handle that, going from this shy, quiet girl to
Yeah,
suddenly...
But it wasn't the bad stubborn. It
was
just
a good stubborn
it was
that
a good
you were
stubborn.
involved,
Yeah, I was
active.
involved and active in every single thing. I was in every club.
Okay.
Every activity. I knew every single worker, every single teacher. I knew everyone from the askari. I would greet every single person when I was going to class.
Okay.
Like, that's how it was.
So were you also involved in sports as well?
Yeah, I was involved in netball and basketball, but I hated sports because I didn't like to. I was still a bit insecure with my body, so I hated putting on the sportswear.
Okay.
So I think that's why I was so much more in the clubs where I could use my voice much more and my other creativity. Because I was in debate, in drama club, I was always on stage, literally. It was crazy. So anyway, yeah.
So what was your favorite time on stage? Is there anything that stands out for you?
Yeah,
when you feel like you came out?
It's weird. I don't know if I should say this. With a friend of mine, she's called Aisha Ichuma, and then we did this Fat Joe song, Fat Joe and Jello song, and then I was the Fat Joe. I know. It was so crazy. It was so fun. And I acted so well. Everybody couldn't believe when I came out off stage, they couldn't believe it was me, because literally I embodied the whole yeah, it was everybody remembers that so much. It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun.
So this was all through secondary. You were active in debate and all of that. At that point, did you see yourself being like a lawyer? Because you know, when you're younger, you're like, I'm going to be a doctor, or this or that.
I dreamt of when I was young. I thought being an architect. That's the dream I had. I first, because I loved doing art. So I first saw being an architect, but then when I started studying physics, I hated physics. So
the expression on your face was like trauma.
Like I sat in the class and I don't even still remember. I didn't understand. Now the seesaw, I didn't understand a thing. And when I researched, architects need to have physics.
Yes.
And I loved math so much, but then there was a teacher who was so mean. So the higher it grew, like the more the architect dream came going down. Yeah. And then I started doing now business in school. I was always selling T-shirts. I was selling stuff.
When did you start that?
In like let me say my S3, S4, I would like literally sell stuff to people.
Okay.
So
was this like someone's idea at home?
No.
Had you seen your parents doing that?
No, I just love the independence of having my own money. That when my dad would come to visit us, he was a rich guy. So, but giving out money, I would lie to him. I need a practical book for art. I have a trip in this. I have to. So I got tired of the so many lies of picking money.
So he was still very strict about the money.
Yeah. So I thought, how more can I make money for myself in school? So I started making T-shirts. In the clubs I was in, I would always preparing cinemas, like things for kids to pay to go out, and then I would leave a cafe for myself, literally. So when my dad would call me, I remember in S5 he called me, can I come and visit you? Like, no, I'm actually fine. I told someone to do for me shopping.
And he was like, did he know what you were doing by then?
Yeah,
or you were surprised?
Mrs. Lubega kept on telling her, your daughter is quite active.
Okay.
I had even started a club.
Oh, which one?
It was first the AIDS Club.
Okay.
Then I turned it to the Red Ribbon Club, because people thought when I called it the AIDS Club, I have AIDS, so nobody came the first time I did the meetings.
Okay.
So I had to change it to the Red Ribbon Club.
Okay.
So that's when people came in. Yeah. So with all that, like, I made myself financially stable.
Okay.
I hated that cow period. They used to call cow period. So because when I was in S1, when I was broke, I went and asked a friend of mine for some grub, and she refused, and also that pissed me off. So I vowed never to be in school without a single coin.
So you're like, I'm going to take care of me.
Yes. Me and my sis, literally. Anyway, yeah. In school. It was fun.
Says a lot about you. Okay, all right.
Nabisusa was my best school experience. I embodied I think it shaped me
Okay.
for who I am.
Yeah.
Because I did everything. I was stubborn. I was one of the backbenchers. And then I got out of that. I became entrepreneur after entrepreneur. I became empowering. Like I did all those things in Nabisunsa.
So you look back at those years and you're like, they were very full.
Yeah.
No regrets from that time?
No, I wish I had dated more though, to learn more about boys.
But that was a bit hard though.
Yeah, it
you
was
know,
hard
that I think
because then I
that's
sing at
the
school.
challenge a lot of people
Yeah.
have today, especially since a lot of people are trying to move away from the single sex schools.
Yeah.
Because I remember I came from a mixed school.
Yeah.
But when we went to university in Makerere, the girls who came from a lot of the single sex,
Yeah.
they lost it.
Exactly.
They just didn't. It's like
Exactly.
they could not balance
Yeah.
the male attention and the fact that they're around.
Very important. It's very important to learn how that age, the adolescence age, needs to learn how to live with a boy. I think that's the other reason I would accept to take a girl into a mixed school, because it's important to know how to live with the boys, how to handle your feelings as an adolescent. Like it grooms you for campus. Because I used to know very many of our girls we started with, they were launched. Go, revenge.
That's how people say, what happened? People get to university and they get married. We're like, well, they
God.
haven't learned to
Like
navigate.
I literally clap for myself for having survived for that long. For the time I lost my virginity. Like my friends like immediately left camp, like secondary, who had kept it in secondary. I have. I'm like, oh, you have not yet.
You took your time.
I took my time.
Was that because you were busy, you had your own plans that you're working
Yeah,
on?
I think that's also true. Easy. Yeah, it's true. An idle mind is quite a devil's workshop. That
Yeah.
is really, really true. Like,
Okay.
really true.
So you left Nabisunsa, went to Makerere, and you did BA.
Yeah, I went to when I left Nabisunsa, I went to MUBS, this business administration. But in my first year, second semester, I lost my dad. So he was like the provider of everything.
Yes.
I used to be in like the day class in my first semester, so I had to pull out of the day program and I enrolled in the evening program so that I could get work. So yeah, I studied while worked. I was very lucky, I believe, because I just walked into James's office, the guy who owned SMS1 by then, and told him, just teach me whatever you're doing here.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the marketing managers, I actually phoned them giving out flyers at game. Then I joined them.
You had never met them before?
No, I had never met them before.
Okay.
Then I asked them, can I also give out flyers? How much are you going to pay? He tells me 5K. Then like, can I give out and I get that 5K? As I didn't have anything. I didn't have any coin. And I didn't want to bother my mom or my uncles. So he hired me. But then I noticed, I told him, but I'm worth much more. I was like, look at you, kid. Like, which, in first year, I'm like, yeah, I'm in first year, but I'm a fast learner. So he took me to the office. It was at Kamu Plaza by then. Then he introduced me to the manager, who was James. Then James looked at him funny, like, you bring me a kid.
You this baby, what am I going to do with her?
Then I challenged him, like, you just teach me anything that you want me to do. I will, the system you're using here, I'll learn it in 5 minutes. I promise you. And I'm like, if I learn in 5 minutes, you have to give me a job either as part of sales, like not but sales flyers, sales of selling the products. I can even sit at the front desk. I can also do other things that you want me. I will do, like, I will be very resourceful.
So you were negotiating from day one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he did that. And I even got it, I think, in just a minute. Like, yeah. The system they were using to send SMSs then, because it was SMS1. Like, I learned it in a minute. I learned the price listing and everything. Then he said, let's do a mock sell, and you sell for me bulk. And I sold. It's like, you're hired.
And that was that?
Yeah. But it's like, I'm not going to pay you, like, I'll put you on this payroll until, like, you've bought more than 5 clients.
Okay.
I bought them in one day. It was so cool.
I'm loving this confidence. You know, I think even you see this
Yeah.
working with girls, that a lot of them do not know their value. It's a challenge for women, I think, everywhere, really.
Yeah, it
Not being
is,
able to
yeah.
speak up, not knowing your value, not knowing how to fight for yourself. And here you are telling us right from the word go, yelling, I know what I'm capable of, and you
Yeah.
must pay me.
Yeah, that's why I value Nabisunsa really. I think got it from Nabisunsa, the rules of be a dignified young lady, and what I did with the many clubs. It all comes from self-esteem and knowing your self-worth
Yeah.
and building your confidence. Yes, you can be scared in there, but your self-confidence pushes you and knowing you're worth much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really value that from secondary school. Yeah.
Okay. So how long were you with SMS1?
All for a really long time. I worked there from my whole of campus. Then when I left campus in 2011, worked for them till 2012.
Okay.
I think like 6 or 7 years. That's the only job I've worked at ever since graduating. Like I've never applied for a job. When I left, I just started smart girls.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't easy, but I was like, let me do it.
I can imagine. You said your father passed away, and then you didn't want to bother your mom or your uncles. So that means it was a very trying time, I think, for all of you as a family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
And you have so many siblings. So did you also have to step up to help out?
Yeah, of course. I think, because you know, earlier on in my second S3, that's my real mom had died. So it was just my stepmom taking care of us. Then first year when my dad died, it was just my stepmom who had stayed with all the other mothers. All the other mothers actually had died before. So it was just my stepmom. And also seeing what she was carrying, the weight. I was the oldest of the youngest. I'm like the 7th born.
Okay.
So the youngest still had to go to school. Then that's why I believe I got up to get the job. I didn't want to beg her anything because I saw the stress. For me, I was lucky enough to have my uncle pay my tuition, because I had a sister who moved with me, who was just next to me, Sumaya.
Okay.
So I would help her so much with upkeep instead of going to ask my mom. My mom was so devastated. She didn't know, and of course in the process, relatives, we lost so much of his property.
Yes.
With loans and everything. There's so much we could control. So she's very grateful, and she was also humbled by my young me being quite eager and being resilient and to go and get that job, because it actually helped so much. I'd sometimes buy stuff at home. So she relaxed a little bit.
Sounds like you had a really good relationship. Have
yeah,
a really good
still
relationship?
have, with her.
Okay.
Yeah, she's my handled my stubborn me.
Bless.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start working SMS1. We're working during the day, doing sales, and then we are in class in the evenings.
Yeah.
Was that easy to balance for you? You said that you were lucky that you didn't get confused. Are you sure you never got confused?
Should I be honest? I don't know if I should also say this. I would sit in class, like when I would come back already, I'm tired. I really enjoyed my work and loved what I used to do at SMS1. I would go to class. I believe, I wish if I was more, I would just sit in class. I would think I'll sit there for just only 30 minutes. That would be then quite many. And then people would start sending messages, comedy night, why? Then I would run out. Can you imagine? Like 30 minutes.
No.
I would even sit at the entrance of the lecture room. There's
So they've seen your face, your presence.
Yeah, at the front, but at the doorway. So I'd be like, I'm going to pee, but I don't come back because I'm going for comedy night. I was still young.
So you were very social.
Yeah, and very social, and I love to have fun. So I think that also was a backset a little bit in my scores at campus. Though I passed, I think if I had concentrated, I would have passed way more highly. To the extent, one lecturer when I majored in marketing, I'll never forget Mr. Sebunya. When I was getting out, like, so it's like, he stopped me. He's like, my dear, I'm either going to fail you. I've never, whenever you sit in class, you're leaving. When do you study? But I used to study. When there were times for tests, I was those kind of students.
Yeah, so you'd still do the tests, you'd still do the work.
but I would read when I know there's a test tomorrow. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah. I think I was lucky enough still to have friends. I had a friend like Simon, who whenever I would come back from work or on Saturdays would literally sit me down and discuss for me what they would have studied that I've missed. Literally, it was like his norm. He would come and knock, and you know, you're from club from Friday, then he knocks, like, come and we discuss. Like, yeah. Communication, business skills, yes. Yeah, I won't lie, it helped me.
Okay.
Yeah, for the things that I missed out. Yeah.
Was he a good friend, or he wanted a bit more than friendship?
I don't know.
I'm like,
but he was a
is
good
not
friend.
determined to come and help you.
I don't know. He was a good friend. He was a neighbor. I would help when I cook. I would give him food on Sundays. I think that's why he did that. Because he didn't want to lose the food on Sundays. Yeah.